You take a look at the Grizzlies. And Murray, here we go. Jokic with the bucket. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Howard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Banked in off the glass. Jokic just got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Morant left side. Pass to Howard. Memphis moving that ball around. Bain, no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Dwight Howard grabs the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Screen by Howard. The three from Morant. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league. I mean, talking about Jamal Murray, man, is he talented. But he has had his difficulties staying on the floor.
And, Greg, that's been so unfortunate, and I feel for him. I mean, you can tell how frustrated he's been with the injuries that have saddled him. Because this is a guy, you can tell, who absolutely loves to play and wants to prove he can be counted on. And the injuries have just stonewalled him a bit the last couple of seasons.
First team foul.
Here's Jackson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Porter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jokic inside. Can't hit that one. And Memphis the other way now. To the inside. Grant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first personal foul.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
To the left side wing. No good from Howard. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jokic. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Pass to Howard. The three from Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Murray. .105 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jokic has got 6.
You You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Brooks outside. It's good from long range.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Jokic. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Denver in the lead. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Jokic. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. He's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Murray. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Jokic breaking down defenses and going to work, getting busy. This guy is such a talented offensive player and a joy to watch.
Second team. The Grizzlies. 11.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Denver?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on. Hey, get this guy in the dunk contest. Porter Jr. capable of some nasty throwdown.
Pass to Christopher. The tray. Denver grabs the miss. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the final. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Here's Christopher. Memphis moving that ball around. Payne in the post. And Gordon over to help. Here's Stanley. And again, Memphis no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
I'll tell you what, the muscle of Howard still very impressive, brushing the contact off like it wasn't even there.
Morant left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Or just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree, because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Morant scanning the floor. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. Denver leading by 13. Pass to Jordan. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Reed with the steal. Takes it inside. Jordan inside. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Howard. The three. They get it back. And the rejection by Jackson. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim. And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Now here's Morant for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Reed. A beautiful reverse layup. Haji's got his first 2 points. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now, here's Şengün. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Pass to Williams. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Highland. The layup off target.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Morant. Back to Bane. 5 on the clock. Pass to Howard. Fires from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Brooks, following the score by Jamal Murray. Back to Brooks. There's Jackson with the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. Can't connect from short range.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Pass to Bane. And it's Brooks in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Outside for Murray. And here's Caldwell Pope. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hey, Clark, one stat where Jokic is consistently dominant, of course, is rebound.
Well, he does everything well, but you're right.
Oh! Wow!
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Pass to Jokic. Murray for three. Moves back up. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic just got 21.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Holding on to the ball and holding on to this lead.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets making a change here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Stanley. They double him with Jokic. Here's Christopher. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Jokic draws the double. Now here's Brown. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Here's Highland. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
You know, it's so easy to take it for granted when Jokic makes a pass like this. The big fella has us spoiled with his passing ability. It is absolutely exquisite.
And the basket by Stanley.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Jokic. Up and in on the layup. Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Williams. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Denver leading by 20. Jokic inside. He's got 25. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. He's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
Jokic firing on all cylinders.
The Grizzlies, 31.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Murray outside. Here's Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Tell you what, that remarkable foot speed of Gordon really causes problems for the defense. He's a hard guy to keep in front of him.
And Memphis making a change here.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Gordon driving to the basket.
What a drive to the hoop from Gordon. I mean, he only needs a step or two to take off of those throwdowns.
Pass to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Morant left side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Here's Morant. And that one drops for him. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Outside, Payne. Back to Morant. No good on the three. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target with his three. Outside, Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
For three, Murray. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Pass to Gordon. Morant with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Screen by Howard. It's Morant with the drop. And finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now Caldwell Pope. Denver passing it around. Marjanovic down low. And the layup is good. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Denver.
Nope, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game, and Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
And stolen by Gordon. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
"12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Murray with it. And they'll get another chance. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort.
하루만 너랄게 we down for the night. Oh, bass bumping right. Oh, I done lost count. Oh, we don't rap like that. We don't flex like that. 술잔을 들어 in the air. 음악을 크게 틀어 in the air. Tonight we ain't got limit, baby. 내일 내가 살아 있을지도 if it. Yeah, if it, yeah, yeah. If it, yeah. If it, yeah, yeah. If it, yeah. If it, yeah, yeah. If it, yeah. If it, yeah, yeah.
내 옆에 기분 좋은 사람, 기분 좋은 vibes, yeah. 난 곁을 타고 있어, 기분 좋은 life, yeah. 어디 갈까 오늘 밤, yeah. 내 도착지는 space, see me in the